if we continue with our kind of mental health for a few generations more, then I think we are at a point where psychologically any productive society would break up and deteriorate. In fact, I want to say one thing. It's one thing whether a person has symptoms and is aware of not being well. And it's quite another thing whether a person has very little of psychic well-being but is not aware of it because he is able to kid himself by all sorts of avenues of escape. And I believe that a great number of so-called normal people, objectively speaking, are more sick than a number of people who consider themselves neurotic because they are aware of their symptoms.
So you think this no my shit is okay? This fallacy, this decay, cynical replacing way we can't look at each other in the eye. Cause we feel losing something. Radio point of fresh, but to bright dry. And fill it up with poisonous smiles. Shiny plastics, by up the night. Following followers will get you nowhere. Following orders can't escape your own corner. Higher grounds can't be achieved if we get stuck in repeat. See the sickness we ingrain in every action, every day, measuring everything for personal gain. What a waste.
How in fact can this be, Dr. Fromm, that a person can be sick and yet feel no effect, have no symptoms of this sickness?
Well, very simple. In the first place, because everybody else is just as sick. People consider normal that which everybody else shares with them. But specifically, our culture offers a great number of avenues of escape. So if people would stay alone by themselves for 3 days without radio and drinking and cigarettes or anything else, we would have hundreds of thousands of nervous breakdowns. But we offer to our population, under the name of fun and pleasure and leisure time consumption and whatnot, we offer such an amount of escape, of avenues of escape, that most people, forget themselves. In fact, I would say they forget that they are human in a deeper sense.
What do you mean by mental health?
I would define mental health not in terms of absence of sickness, but in a positive sense, of well-being,
What does this well-being embrace?
It's a very funny thing. What well-being is very elusive, but you see it when you see it. In fact, you don't have a chance to see it very often, because the people who really show a state of well-being are rare today. I would say you see it by the energy in a person who can be alone with himself. You can see it in the joy of a person, but at the same time in his capacity to be sad when there is a reason to be sad.
There's one thing you can guarantee is that he is never serious.
He's not.
No, only when he's crying.
How long did it take you before you went from being pieces of meat sold in merchandise to being in control of your own lives?
I don't think I have.
In control of your own
life. Are you in control of your life at all?
Certain days.
What do you like the other days?
Quite out of control. I mean, amazingly.
We're not perfectionists, we're idealists. just music for the kids.
We could be better, no, we could be better.
Rock and roll is more than just music for the kids. It's something greater. Street release, you know. Street release. A street release, you know. Music is important. Rock music is important to people because it allows them, you know, in this crazy world, it allows you to not to run away from the problems that are there, but to face up to them, but at the same time to sort of dance all over them. That's what rock and roll is about, you know. Music is important. Crazy world. Music is important. Music is important. Dance all over. Crazy world. Music is important. Dance all over. We're not perfectionists, we're idealists. Music is important. Dance all over. Crazy world. Music is important. Dance all over. We're not perfectionists, we're idealists. Music is important. Dance all over. Crazy world. Music is important. Dance all over. We're not perfectionists, we're idealists. Music is important. Dance all over. Crazy world. Music is important. Dance all over. We're not perfectionists, we're idealists. Music is important. Dance all over. Crazy world. Music is important. Dance all over. We're not perfectionists, we're idealists. Music is important.
Ça te plaît? Oh, je ne sais jamais avec toi. Tu dis ça pour de vrai, ça te plaît pas du tout?
Je l'adore. Et je t'adore.
Encore?
Toujours. I met my wife when I first came to Paris from Bretagne. The day she gave me this was the last day I saw her. It's 5 minutes before 9 in Paris.
What you talking about? Last time I checked, it had already hit the fan. Like fucking long ago. Counting by the thousands. For all I know, for 1,000 years we've known. It's not like I'm inventing anything. I think there's loads of shitty history to pick. Violence, ignorance, greed. At any point you look, there it is. Same old prayers, same old grief. New bright ways to feed peace. Same old tales, used up beliefs. New effective ways to avoid it. Wake up, if you can just take. Live for others, you're built to play. Go grab your prize. Don't waste more time, but remember, life feels fun anyway.
All of that creative energy goes into how can I make money? That's the energy of the society. That's a stupid thing for people to have to think about a lot of the time.
It's a very stupid thing to be having to think all goddamn time. But what can you do? Stupid seems to be all that we can choose to do. Fuck it, I'm out.
The real parasites, not immigrants, not people claiming unemployment benefit. The real parasites of our society, the very high earners who propagate all this stuff to keep us in a state of panicked anxiety and radical competitive individualism, so we can't act together and gain a collective agency.
I used to believe, I really did. Now I'm just too old to be so easily deceived.
Look at all these great people we're supposed to admire now. It's not that they've invented anything. What are these people good at? They're just good at making money. And that should be enough reward, right? If that's what you want to devote your life to, just fucking do it. But don't expect us to also admire you and just, and you be the model for everybody else all the time. We shouldn't have to worry about making money every waking hour of our days. That's a depressing kind of reality that has been artificially imposed on us.